You're winning in one area of your life and losing in the others. So let's get something straight in the first 30 seconds of this video. You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're not confused, but you are divided. And that division is slowly draining the respect that you've got for yourself. Because on paper, you look like you're fine. Income decent, training sometimes, and people assume that you're disciplined and your life's good. You handle all your responsibilities. But on a random Tuesday evening when nothing's dramatic, nothing's happening, the house is quiet and you feel it. That low level tension in your chest and in your head. And that sentence talking to you in the back of your head that I should be further than this. Not richer, not more famous, just further along, more progress. Because you know you're capable of more, doing more, being more, building more, having more. And that gap is getting louder and louder every single day. And the worst bit is you're not losing everywhere. You're winning in one or more areas, but slowly bleeding out progress in the others. Strong business, weak body. Good body, chaotic mind. Calm mind, avoided income generating activities. Partial alignment is unstable and it creates anxiety. So let's expose it and break it down and get rid of it completely, because you close deals, handle pressure and solve problems, but your body tells a different story. You skip workouts. You eat carelessly when you're stressed. You promise yourself that you're going to dial it in again, get it back under control next week, and you don't look terrible. But you don't look sharp either. You don't carry yourself with that confidence, and that matters more than you like to admit to yourself or to anybody else, because when your body's soft, your standards are soft too. You tolerate more shit, you push less, you compromise faster, and you know it. You feel it when you take your shirt off and you have to avoid your own reflection because you know you're going to be embarrassed about what you see. You feel it when you choose comfort over discomfort and pretend that it was just a strategic decision to relax. Strong business, weak body. That's leak number one. Or maybe it's completely the opposite. You might train really hard in the gym, you're fully locked in, beast mode, you're in good shape. People comment on it regularly and say, fucking hell mate, you're looking good, but your mind's chaotic. You can't sit still without any kind of stimulation, so you scroll constantly when you said you wouldn't. You start tasks and don't finish them. You live reactive instead of deliberate. You tell yourself that you're just busy, but deep down, you know that you lack control. So your internal world just feels scattered, and a scattered mind cannot build structured wealth. Good body, chaotic mind. That's leak number two. Or maybe it's this one that hits harder. You might relate to this one even more. You might be calm in your life, self-aware. You might even journal sometimes, meditate, think deeply, but you avoid income generating activity because it's awkward. So you just polish all the logos, tweak the funnels, watch business content and podcasts and convince yourself that you're picking the perfect plan. But you avoid outreach, you avoid direct offers, you avoid that uncomfortable task that you know moves life forward. Calm mind, avoided revenue. And that's leak number three. So that's 3 leaks right there. So let's go back to it. You're not lazy, you're divided, and division is expensive. Not financially at first, but internally, in your chest and in your head. Every time you snooze the alarm after telling yourself that you wouldn't. Every time you ignore the inbox because it feels heavy. Every time you scroll when you said you were done. You don't just waste time, you weaken your self-trust. And self-trust is the foundation of your power, because you don't hate your life. You hate the inconsistency of knowing you could do more, be more, have more, and not doing it. You hate knowing that what you need to do and still negotiating with yourself to not do it anyway. You hate all those quiet resets, that I'll start properly Monday, that this week's just been difficult, or once things calm down, I'll lock in. They never calm down. Life doesn't calm down. So you drift, you reset, then drift again, and slowly, quietly, you just lose that respect for yourself. So let me tell you about a client of mine. His name's Mark, 34 years old, tech consultant, getting very, very good income. Trains 3 times a week-ish, married, no obvious crisis, because on paper his life looks solid. But when we did his first alignment audit, he said something interesting. He said, I feel like I'm always just about to break through and have one of them magical moments, but not actually breaking through. About to break through. He'd have an intense week in business and then crash. He'd train consistently for 10 days, then miss 3 sessions in a row. Or he'd meditate and journal every night for a month and then drop it on entirely. So he wasn't failing, he was just fragmented. Body operating on one rhythm, mind on another, and business on another. Nothing completely integrated or compounding together, because he was winning in one area and losing in another, and he kept switching around which one he was winning in. And that instability created anxiety, low level anxiety, not even panic attacks, just tension, constant tension, because he didn't lack information. He lacked alignment across the 3 Bs. So we didn't motivate him, I didn't hype him up, we just installed the simple structure. The alignment protocol is not sexy, but it's surgical and it works. 3 pillars: body, being, business. 3 daily non-negotiables per pillar. No negotiation. Body, train, hit protein target, sleep before midnight. Being, morning clarity, no scrolling, nighttime audit. Business, minimum 1 income generating daily every day, 1 uncomfortable outreach and 1 follow-up. Not 10 tasks, 3 tasks per pillar daily. So we exposed his 3 alignment leaks: inconsistent sleep, avoided outreach when stressed, and overthinking instead of executing. Because we didn't change his level of ambition or who he was, we changed his structure. And within 30 days, his anxiety dropped. Within 60 days, his income started to stabilise, and within 90 days, his physique sharpened up noticeably. But do you want to know what the real change was? This is the most important one. His self-trust returned. He stopped resetting and he started compounding. Because alignment creates power, because it removes that internal contradiction. When your body supports your energy, when your mind supports your focus, and when your business actions reflect your ambition, there is no tension. There's just momentum. Powerful forward moving momentum. Because you don't need inspiration, you need integration. Because you don't lack potential, you lack alignment. Soft body, scattered mind, stagnant income, or some variation of it. You know which pillar you're leaking in. You knew it as soon as you clicked on this video, and that one leak is infecting the others. Because partial alignment is unstable, and unstable men don't build empires. They build cycles of frustration. So let's talk about that Tuesday evening again. You said you'd train, but you didn't. You said you'd send those 3 follow-up messages that might make you some money, but you didn't. You said no more scrolling, and then you scrolled for fucking 2 hours. Nothing dramatic even happened, but something shifted. A little less self-respect, a little more tension, and you can live like that for years. That's the most dangerous thing about this. Comfortable, functional even, and mildly successful, but quietly frustrated. Or you can confront the division head on. So if this feels uncomfortably accurate, comment the word align and get a free copy of the alignment blueprint, or click the link in the description and get a free download of it. It will change your life, because fragmentation creates anxiety because your identity is split. One part of you wants power, another part of you wants comfort. One part wants discipline and another one wants relief, and they pull against each other constantly, and you feel tired without ever having to actually work hard, because internal contradiction is exhausting. But alignment removes that contradiction. It unifies the intention and the action. It makes execution boring, but boring is good. Boring compounds on itself day after day. So if you want structure, not slogans, and you want control, not motivation, you want discipline, execution, not dopamine, then stop winning in one area while losing in the others. Stop being strong in business and weak in body. Stop being so fit in the gym, but so financially reactive and destructive. Or stop being so calm in your mind, but avoidant of income. Unify the pillars, install your daily non-negotiables, track them daily, audit them weekly. No drama, just forward motion. No reinvention, just repetition. So here's the uncomfortable truth. The gap between who you are and who you could be, should be, is not talent. It's misalignment, because you're not even underqualified. You're just under-integrated. And you're not behind because of the market. You are behind because your standards fluctuate constantly. Strong business, weak body. Good body, chaotic mind. Calm mind, avoided revenue. So you've got to choose your leak and then fix it. Then fix the others. Because you are not the hero of this story. You are the mirror for yourself. And if you don't like what you see right now, mentally, physically, financially, it's not because you're incapable. Let me say it again. It's not because you're incapable. It's because you're divided. And alignment is not hype or motivation. It's just inevitable structure that's enforced daily. So like I say, if you want the free copy of the alignment blueprint, which is a system I use with all my private clients, click the link in the description and get your free copy of it, or comment the word align on this video and I'll send it through. Because that gap between who you are and who you could be is going to keep on growing until it becomes unbearable. And at some point, it will. I've seen it over and over again with so many of my clients and people that I know in my own life. So the question is whether you wait for that pain or you fix the alignment now. The decision's yours.